And it is haram and prohibited for a namahram peer to be with a namahram female murid. It is haram for a female murid to kiss the hands of ghair mahram peer. This has become quite common in many parts of the world, and this is due to the ignorance, because people feel that he is a pious person and he is our spiritual mentor, and the women feel that we are like his daughters, therefore it is okay to touch him or to kiss his hands. Dearest Islamic sisters, take this point very carefully, that this is absolutely haram to be in the privacy of a ghair mahram man, even if he is Pir o Murshid, or to touch him or to kiss his hands. Sharia does not allow that, and if this occurs or if this happens, then that Pir and the female murid both have committed a major sin, and they need to make tawbah and repent. Ala Hazrat Imam-e-Ahl-e-Sunnat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu writes in Fatawa Razviya that Amrad, the young boy whose beard is about to grow, to look towards him with lust or with carnal desire is very dangerous. Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu says that there are two shaitans with a woman, and there are 70 shaitans with Amrad. So it is more dangerous, and a person can end up committing sins with Amrad even more than being with a woman, with a ghair mahram woman. So it is necessary for us to keep ourselves, our bodies, our minds away from ghair mahram women and from Amrad. Otherwise it can cause a very serious problem for us on the Day of Judgment. Our beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam have said that a person who has the capability to go for Hajj, and there is no apparent reason which is stopping him to go for Hajj, and he did not go for Hajj and he died, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that I don't care whether he dies as a Jew or as a Christian. So we understand from here that a person who has the capacity to go for Hajj and he does not go, there is possibility that he might lose his iman at the time of death. Sadr al-Sharia Badr al-Tareeqat Hazrat Allama Moulana Mufti Muhammad Amjad Ali Azami rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh writes with the reference of Fatawa Razviya that a person who remains talking at the time of adhan, while the adhan is going, he is busy talking with other people. Ma'azallah, may Allah protect us, that there is possibility that this person might die without iman. He might lose iman at the time of death. Dearest Islamic brothers, when the azan starts, we should leave all our activities and listen to the azan and answer the words of azan. And if we are going towards the masjid or we are performing wudu, then we can answer while we are walking and while we are making wudu. We don't have to stop these two acts, because these acts are also part of ibadah. And when there are many azans going at one time, then to answer the first azan is enough. But if someone wants to answer all the azans, that's also fine, no prohibition. And people who answer the words of azan have many virtues, and one of them would be mentioned, that it is mentioned in Tarikh-e-Damishq, volume 40, page 412, that Hazrat Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu states, a person who apparently did not have any great good deed in his account, he died. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the presence of many Sahaba Ikram, that do you know that this person has been put in paradise? People were amazed that how would that happen, how would that be possible, because he apparently was not a very practical Muslim. So Sahaba Ikram asked, Ya Rasulullah, tell us how. Then one Sahabi went to his house and asked his widow that tell us any special act that he used to perform because of which he has been put in the paradise. She replied that there isn't any significant act that I can recall. I know only this much, that whenever he used to hear the azan, he would answer the words of azan definitely, and because of that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven his sins and put him in paradise. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send his blessings upon these pious elders, and because of them may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us as well. Hazrat Sayyidina Malik bin Dinar rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh came to see a sick person who was close to die, and he stood towards his head. Hazrat Malik bin Dinar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu advised him to recite kalama several times, and he was repeating 10, 11, 10, 11. That was the word that was coming from his tongue, and he was repeating that. And when Hazrat Malik bin Dinar asked, why are you doing this? He said, I have a mountain of fire in front of me, and when I try to recite kalama tayyibah, then the fire wants to burn me, fire wants to take over my body. Then he asked from the people what he used to do, and Hazrat Malik bin Dinar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was told that he used to do business based on riba and interest. He used to eat that money, consume that money, use that money for himself and for his children, and that's the reason that at the time of death, kalama, the shahada, the declaration of deen is not coming on his tongue. So dearest Islamic brothers, we understand that even engaging in riba, in interest, can cause bad ending as well, and we should refrain from these type of activities. So those who use riba fearlessly, and those who weigh less when they want to sell commodity, when they want to sell something and they weigh less, they must listen this very carefully, that a person who is dishonest in weighing when he is selling something, that he would be put so deep in the Jahannam. He would be put in between two mountains, and he will be asked that measure these two mountains and weigh these two mountains. And when he would want to do that, the fire would burn him. So that would be his punishment that he would be facing all the time in Jahannam.